St. Mark's.
Yes, in our new studio space. Who was everyone's top artist this year on Spotify, Apple Music? I'll start. Let's do like top 3 maybe.
Top 3. Okay.
My top 3 were Lana Del Rey.
Yes. Well, she's always good.
She's amazing. The Cure. Saw them at MSG.
Amazing.
Wait,
So
you saw them this year?
I wanted to go to that show.
So I've been like on a real
I'm
kick.
proud to say I saw them in like 1988.
Yeah, it was amazing. He sounded exactly.
I was
exactly
1 year
like
old.
he does
so I can
recorded.
Oh my God. That's good.
Yeah, and then my third was Sade. Yeah.
Wow. So I saw Sade twice back in the 80s and early 90s.
Wow.
She has an amazing
I would love
voice. So
to.
you
She
just
like
picked
doesn't tour.
3 of my top favorite artists of all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would jump in and say that I got introduced to King Gizzard. What's the full name? King Gizzard and
Lizard Wizards.
and the Lizard Wizards by this guy over here. And
Awesome bunch.
yeah, from Australia. I can't say enough about these guys. They pump out more diverse music, and one song is better than the next. They all rock, and hopefully someday I'll get a chance to see King Gizzard so they can
Yeah.
That'd be a good tour.
blow my socks off.
They tour pretty often. Yeah. I feel like
I have.
Do you know King Gizzard?
I don't listen to them, but I know a lot of people who really love them and have seen
Yeah,
them live and
they're-
said it's
they're-
amazing. Hopefully.
King Gizzard, let us know when you're coming around.
My top 3 were Metallica, mainly because of their new album, I'd say, coming out. Number 2, Gojira. And then number 3, Avenged Sevenfold, also new album. My top song was also Avenged Sevenfold. But
Nice.
I think it's fair to say though now that you're a metalhead.
I think like Kanye was always my number 1, and then The Weeknd, and then Travis Scott, and this year I just went
Wow,
totally
kind of a
metal.
180.
So
Yeah.
why is
Yeah, I
metal?
did a total pivot.
Why is metal back? Like it's amazing. Like
'Cause it
maybe
rocks.
Metallica just helped it.
Yeah,
all.
Metallica had a huge comeback. I think after Stranger Things,
Yes,
Um,
Stranger Things was.
it really brought them into like Gen Z specifically, I think.
Sirius XM has liquid metal,
Hmm.
which is my favorite Sirius XM channel.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of energy, but what do you say, Juan?
Yeah,
I
so
kinda
it
guessed your answer.
got less complicated. Mine got less complicated as we did top 3. But the reason I said it was complicated is because I use different streaming things because I'm weird. So I use YouTube to watch music videos. My top on YouTube was mostly K-pop. The number 1 was BTS. You know, I think most people know who they are. On Apple Music, I use because it has better quality audio. But then my number 1 was Noel Gallagher. He just came out with a new
Wow,
album.
yeah,
So,
well,
he was always my favorite of the brothers. And then on Spotify, that's the first one that really brought it to the fold. So that's where I have like my mainstay is pop punk. So my top on that is Blink-182, and they just came out with a new album.
Oh,
this
that's
year.
right. Yeah.
So I listened to that. That's where I listened to that.
Is the record good?
Yeah.
Actually,
It's pretty good. It's. I think it's good. I never thought I'd hear those 3 get back together again, but they've broken up like 3 times already. Yeah. What an eclectic
Love it.
mix. Noel Gallagher,
I know.
BTS, and Blink-182.
I feel like we all have a really great blend of
Yeah.
music. We
It's
gotta make a
always good.
playlist.
2024. I don't know prediction of what will be turned on to, but it's
Yeah.
I love that before 2023 I never heard of King Gizzard.
Yeah. And what was our favorite song from 2023?
So, my favorite song is not a song from the artist I mentioned. So as most know, I'm also a nerd, so I watch anime. There's this anime that came out, which I'll probably talk about later, called Jujutsu Kaisen. They're famous for their openings being special to the anime or the season that's going on now. But there's a song called "Where Your Blue Is." I highly recommend it to look at. I don't remember the name of the artist, but I know the name is "Where Your Blue Is," and that's my favorite song of this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
My top song this year was "Waiting Room" by Fugazi.
Fugazi.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
God, you're pulling them all out.
Yeah.
mine was my most listened to song
Oh, should I look up
was
Spotify?
Nobody by Avenged Sevenfold. Also because of pretty much the new album.
Yeah.
But I listened to that one the most. I think my favorite song also off that album is Cosmic.
I don't know if everybody knows Joe Walsh, but he's got a great song called Life of Illusion. And for some dumb reason, I started playing drums when COVID started. And I'm playing drums a lot, and then I played drums to that song, and I heard it in such a different way, and I'm like, damn, he was a genius.
Yeah.
Living a Life of Illusion, I probably listened to that 1,000 times this year. So.
It's always
I
cool
guess I'll
when
pick that.
you learn
Yeah.
when you learn how something is made, and then you have a different appreciation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I recommend everybody learn an instrument just so you
Yeah.
can hear music differently.
For sure. Yeah, my dad and I always talk about this where, as like musical people, we always listen to a song and like imagine ourselves playing it on stage. Like,
So what do you play?
I do like piano and guitar.
Oh, shit, how did not know that?
And
All right, next thing
That's why this is
guitar.
unwrapped.
Yeah.
We're unwrapping.
Yeah, we're unwrapping all the
Yes.
secrets.
All right.
Our next question, our favorite spot we made this year.
Ooh. Well, I can't tell all the other clients because
I know, it's just like cheating.
they're all our favorites.
Yeah.
They're all our favorites.
I think I have a favorite because I have a great memory associated with it. The True Skin spot was my favorite.
Yeah.
Because we were all in the office, all in New York. Shelly was here. We had a great in-office day, and our spot was beautiful.
Yeah. And Sean was a pretty great director.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah.
Extension of the Consolidated team. Sean Butcher. I don't know. You got
For
one?
me, I mean, for me, it's always like recency bias. Like the most recent ones are the ones that are always fresh in my head. Plus, like I'm a comedy guy, so the ones we just did for Fit Crunch are my favorites because they're all uniquely funny in their own way. They're ridiculous. I like absurdity.
Mhm.
Plus, they're funny. Like I said, I find them really funny.
I agree with that. I got to be on set for the Fit Crunch shoot, and I mean, seeing the woman having to pour milk down her nursing outfit over and over again was outrageous and hysterical, and getting to witness all of that was great. Plus, it was like the hottest day of the year in
Oh
Orlando.
my God! In
It was
Orlando,
like
Florida. Yes.
so
God, how did I forget
steamy.
about that? And our celebrity host didn't. He could take it. He never sweated.
Nope. Didn't sweat a drop.
Robert Irvine never sweat. I don't know mine. They were all great experiences. I think that Consolidated each year, grows more and more. And, just as excited about, some of the social content. I think that this is what I'm most excited about. This is my favorite shoot. This is
Yeah.
our first
In-person
live
shoot.
one. But the virtual ones are great, and it gives us an opportunity to kind of talk about different things and understand culture more. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick the chat.
Switching it over to the best restaurant or meal
Ooh.
that you've been to or had this past year.
I got one that came to mind if you need
Go
a
ahead.
second.
Yeah,
what do you got?
I'm.
No, go for it.
I got one too. Go ahead.
Mine is 14th Street, Washington, D.C.
Oh yeah.
It's a sushi restaurant called Namako. It is easily the best sushi I've had on the East Coast. And I love sushi. I tend to get sushi when I see a sushi place.
Yeah.
You need to go to
Yeah.
Japan then.
Of course, yeah.
I have a friend who's he does not eat sushi in the States anymore.
I know.
DC is a
The
great.
fish is
It's a
the
great.
same. It's like,
Mine has been the same probably for the past 5 years, but it is Frank Restaurant,
Frank.
an Italian restaurant, best pasta, sister restaurant to Little Frankie's and Supper. But
I don't know why I'm blanking on this.
That's
Me
great.
neither. I usually don't. I have my mainstays. I'm gonna be very sappy and say my mom's cooking. There we go.
Ah.
Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah. I think my favorite food experience was I think finally took you to eat Korean
Yeah,
barbecue.
yeah. I'm gonna
And
say
I took my mom and my
yeah.
grandma to take it. Like
What's the name
I,
of the place? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It starts with a W, but
That was definitely. I would say that was probably my best food experience this
Really?
year.
Wow.
I liked
Well, I
it.
had never done Korean
Mm.
food that way. I mean, I've had Korean food, but
I've
that
so
was the
those.
whole experience.
Yeah.
That was great.
I guess me taking people to go eat Korean food was
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
you were in charge.
Yeah.
You made the whole thing.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Best movie or series that you saw this past year?
What's the soccer one?
Ted Lasso?
Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Was that this year?
I think the recent season was.
They finished this year.
I think
Yeah.
that's probably a little expected, but the reason why
Yeah,
I say
Ted
Ted
Lasso's
Lasso is I honestly didn't get it for the first 4 or 5 episodes. So I would have said, if I cut it off then, I would have been like, eh. And then I just kind of trudged on and it turned out to be amazing. So
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying Ted Lasso.
Yeah, that was a really great one. I also feel like Ted Lasso was a series that came when we really needed it. I think
Yeah.
after COVID and everything, that super positive
Yeah.
series just kind of changed the game for shows and TV.
I'm gonna say for me, my favorite movie. I'm gonna do both because fuck it. My favorite movie was Oppenheimer.
I was gonna say Oppenheimer.
I mean,
I can't believe I haven't
it's
seen
an
it.
experience. Well, I don't know when this will come out, but apparently it is coming back to theaters. So if you can, go see it in 70mm IMAX. It's gonna, pun intended, blow you away. My favorite series is the series I mentioned earlier, and I was talking about my favorite music track. It's an anime called Jujutsu Kaisen. I can't recommend it enough. It has more heart and soul and like pain, like emotions than most live action things I've seen. Like I've seen it like 3 times over already. It's just that good.
I just started Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan finished this year is also one of my favorite
It
series.
finished. I'm just starting it.
It's probably one of the greatest anime of all time.
It's very good. I'm enjoying it.
I don't even recommend it to Ray because my mother saw me watching it and she sat down to watch it.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's good.
That's how you know it's good.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh,
Broke my heart and stitched it back together again. And it was fantastic.
My favorite movie that I saw was a Linklater movie called Apollo 10 and a Half. I don't know if anyone saw that. It was a Netflix movie. It was made with rotoscoping, but it was probably my favorite movie that I've seen this year. And then series, I'm so late to the game. I'm probably the last person to ever watch it, but Big Little Lies I just watched.
Oh, that was amazing.
So good. I get the hype, everyone.
Yeah.
honorable mention to late to watching something late. The Bear I watched.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso was okay.
Yeah.
The Bear I watched the first season in a day.
What's so amazing is how filmmakers or content creators can continue to just reinvent and, and sometimes it's based off of technology and sometimes just people's creative visions. But that one I think is a little bit of both. And
Yeah, for
man, it's absolutely the acting, the editing, everything's just crazy.
Your favorite overall CCC moment? Yeah, that's similar to our spot question.
Favorite CCC moment.
Just say this.
I'll steal Ray's answer from earlier. Say the chat in general.
Yeah,
It's nice to talk things out about. Like,
I think so too.
'cause we all have similar tastes, but also for different reasons.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see how what we like all like meshes together.
Yeah, totally. I think
I like
just making content in general, I think for all of us, and connecting with each other along the way is really special.
I'm sure there's some funny moments with Shelly that I can.
I'm trying to think. Sorry.
My favorite moment will be me editing and
She just
Shelley.
dressed up as a nurse to help an older gentleman with crutches, and she did a fantastic job.
Wait, I think one of my favorite Consolidated moments was when we pranked you and all dressed like you. That one was like really
that was
good.
good. Yeah, that was one of the first.
Yeah, that might have been one of my favorite.
Or Ray AI was pretty
Yeah,
good.
Ray I. Yeah, we've had a lot. Too many to count.
Definitely chat moments are up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go watch all of them.
Yeah, our YouTube is link in bio.
Like, subscribe.
Subscribe, like, share.
Always wanted to do that.
All right.
I want to be the Rick Beato of content creator chats.
Gary V, watch out.
Big shout out to Rick Beato.
We're coming for you. Sorry, that wasn't a threat, Gary. We love you.
Gary.
We love you, Mr. B. All right, an activity or skill you're going to focus on improving in the upcoming year.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's lean in. I'm trying to learn Korean. I've been trying to for like
that's
3
right.
years.
You're doing
Nice.
I
great.
think I'm gonna do it for real this time.
I'm gonna keep going with the drum thing.
I've been dabbling a lot. I guess some of my favorite ones I've been dabbling with like motion graphics.
Oh yeah, that's
Hopefully,
right.
I would
Yeah,
like to
dig it.
You know,
Yeah,
that's been really fun
100%.
to do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, do Korean motion graphics. That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
totally.
I guess kind of towards the end of COVID, I picked up guitar. So, continuing my guitar journey, and then during that time, I also realized how much I loved the guitar itself, and I started building a guitar. So I'd have to say woodworking in a little bit. Yeah, I gotta finish that guitar.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's impressive.
There's a frame.
Body's done.
Body's
Need
done.
to do the neck.
Yeah.
Fretboard's
You're not doing-
interesting.
You're not doing what I did with Korean. Like, I'm gonna learn Korean, and I've been learning Korean for 2 years.
Yeah.
I actually have something.
Yeah, I'm too deep in the hole to stop.
Exactly. I haven't reached that point
Not
yet.
a
What is more
adventure.
expensive than you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think mine would be just devoting more time to being creative and, being off my phone.
Yeah.
I feel called out.
I want to start writing more.
Yeah.
That's what you mean, like. yeah.
Writing more, drawing, painting, playing music, anything.
Yeah. Oh, creative wins.
Yeah, definitely.
Shelley, what is your? I gotta admit,
Script
I
producer.
think the chat is really some of the most fun and inspirational moments. If you didn't see it, I did eat some insects as my future
That did happen.
protein intake. I don't know how I forgot about that. That was quite crunchy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Well, you said they weren't so bad. You said it was like a sunflower seed, right?
Yeah. Well, another moment, we didn't get it. I don't know why I didn't think about this, but for Consolidated, we'll figure out if we can edit this in or not. But I think one of the best experiences for me this year with Consolidated was going to Expo West. Consolidated has worked with all natural founder-based brands now for the last 8 years, and that keeps growing, and our expertise in that area keeps growing. And really experience Expo West and seeing the thousands of amazing brands that go, and they're all trying to do better for the world, better for human beings in whatever their supplements are, or the future. If protein, typical meat protein goes away, and what mushrooms can bring in and what insects can bring in. So it was a real eye-opener for me to be there. Ray and I both went around. We met amazing people, and we'll be back. But that was probably the best experience for me this year with Consolidated.
Yeah, totally.
I was gonna say, you said mushrooms. Expo East.
Oh, that's
Also,
right. Yeah.
Equally great experience. I got to see Paul Stamets speak, the
That's
Mushroom
right.
Man, and
Yeah.
that was
Eye-opening, right?
yeah.
Could
very
you give a little bit
interesting.
of background on who that is for people who don't know, like me?
I'm not sure.
He's the mushroom.
He's the
man.
Mushroom Man. He's a pretty big pioneer in the whole.
Mushrooms are good for you.
Mushrooms are good for you, and they're much deeper than
They're
tripping on mushrooms,
Yeah.
basically.
Mushrooms are 2024.
I love
They
mushrooms.
will- Yeah, both Expo West and Expo East, and congrats to all of those people that go out there.
Well, is that a wrap?
I think that's it's an unwrap.
Unwrap.
It's an unwrap.
Do we want to wrap this unwrapped?
Yeah. Consolidated Unwrapped 2023.
It's a wrap.
See you in
See you
2024.
in 2024.
Bye.